This is my review of episode 11 of Bleach anime. It's going to be pretty quick. Not a lot that got changed from the manga. So the first thing that's a bit different is as they're being reprimanded, Rukia starts her like crying thing, and they add in like the actual sad music, the sad OST that they would usually play while she's giving her performance, which I just thought was fucking perfect. It's such a great addition. It really helps the scene. They add some dialogue when Rukia and Ichigo run off. They run off while they're walking out of the school rather than cutting to the home with the Dankanonji stuff. To just skip all of that and just have them run back toward the school when she gets the alert about the hollow. And then we have a little added dialogue from Orihime wondering if Ichigo and Rukia are dating. And then Chad stops and he looks up and he sees Uryu's watching them from a window, which is a nice addition. Though with this, they really kind of try to make Uryu look a little more menacing and evil than the manga did. It just made him mysterious, really. They changed a lot with the spirit. It's less dialogue and it's less funny. It was still funny, just less so. And they kind of just sped through it. When they performed the Kanso, they had kind of like a, I think it was a synth, one of the synth OSTs playing, and we see Uryu's watching them, and then the butterfly reflects in his eye. I thought that was a nice addition as well. When they show the board of the fucking students, they actually don't show number 1. They show number 2 and below to hide Uryu's number 1. Which they didn't need to do because you don't know his name yet. The scene with Keigo is a little bit funny in the anime. It wasn't really funny in the manga. It's kind of annoying. But in the anime, it was kind of funny just because the voice actor is able to give such an over-the-top performance. The reveal of Uryu being at number 1 was different. It's just right here, and Ichigo didn't meet him before this point, so they kind of moved it around, and it's kind of no reason for that to be done the way it was. Rukia's fucking pager goes off here, obviously. It was a little more clear that she was trying to call Kisuke here. In the manga, I wasn't sure what she was doing, but here they made it clear she's trying to call Kisuke. And that's why she was fucking with her pager when she got the alert. So when they run off to find it, then it's night. I don't think it was night in the manga. It seemed like, because they pass Uryu here and they just brush up against him and he just brushes off his sleeve rather than taking off his bag, so it's kind of less like obvious what's going on. And it seemed like right away they kind of got there, but with this they opted to have it be night when we see them again. So either it took them all day to find this one hollow, or we're to expect that they've been chasing hollows all day and haven't been getting that to them. Either way, Ichigo gets on his body, and then Uryu shows up. Then there's the scene where Uryu kills the hollow, and it just looked great. The camera's spinning around him. The guitar riff is playing that would normally play for Ichigo. The fucking ba 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 ba. They do multiple shots of when the arrow hits the hollow in the head. I think 3 different cuts, which was nice. They just went really hard on this scene for whatever reason. And then we get back to school. We get to the scene where Ichigo and Orihime are spying on Uryu as he fixes Michiru's stuffed animal. And it was pretty much 1-to-1. A little more over the top. I don't think he threw it up in the air in the manga, but then here he just throws it up in the air and then pulls out his shit and then he sews it up and stuff. It was more or less the same. They made him slightly less of an asshole. Because in the manga he's like, don't thank me. And here he was just kind of like, it's not a big deal. But they kept the line of Orihime saying he's rude. The fucking spear ribbon scene was a little more interesting because they took a little more time with it, of them flopping around and stuff and standing there, and him going up and tearing Ichigo's was lingered on a bit more. And then we get we get the backstory about the fucking Quincy's being killed by Hollows, and they have this flashback of one running away as the Hollows are chasing it, and they fucking have the music playing and stuff, and it just really helps kind of make you feel for the scene, and it's just good addition, I think. And then they added Cone. Instead of just him having the pill in his pocket, he opens up his book bag and fucking Cone is just in it, and he starts screaming at Ichigo and stuff, and then he pulls it out. That was just added for a little bit of comedy. And we end off with Ichigo accepting the challenge without knowing what it is. Pretty good episode. It's covered 4.5 or 3.5 chapters, so I still wish they would slow the pace down. They're still cutting out a lot of shit. Not as bad as episode 10, but still, this could be handled better. I mean, the only fucking thing that they added in was goddamn Cone being in the fucking book bag and a scene of Voodoo standing in a window. I think the manga's handles this better, but it's pretty close. The anime is fine. It's not like egregiously bad. But this is a very good adaptation of the story.